Hello everyone, Sam is here from creativetradingsystems.com. Making this a small video about my new alarm, and it is called CTS Alarm 1. Right here you can see. Now, what it does now that before my Magic IB alarm would not show this window, right? But this one, it does. So when it start beeping, you will see a window like this and see this Euro Yen 20 minute, right? I have it, and you have the setup here. A few more candles and then it shuts up, right? But after a reversal candle and one blue candle, it will start beeping. Now, as soon as it start beeping, you can open the trade, manually. And for example, I can just forget about it, opening the trade. I'll open it. I have it on another computer anyway. So it will start beeping. So you can see the message here. You have a long setup on Euro Yen 20 minute. If multiple pairs, you have this alarm on multiple pairs, and if there are, two or three at the same time making the setup, then you will see the messages here, the same window. It will beep. It just stopped beeping, but it was beeping just now. So it will give you a beep and the message here in this window, the which pair is beeping or making a setup. So you see it's a beautiful setup here. Even though in my today's webinar, I said that I'm expecting all yen pairs to go down, but when the index start dropping, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow. Maybe the index will hold there or go up, and then this will work out and then might go up here and something like that. So the idea is to take whatever the setup is until the turn happens, right? If the index start turning, then this will automatically go down like this one this way and then give you a short setup. So you take this short one, right? But see this one here, the alarm will beep here, right? Perfectly, just like this one. So you take this and then you cash out here, something like that. And this is too deep, the yellow came below the black, so the alarm would not beep for long here. So this is how it is, right? So you're gonna get the window, and now how do you put the alarm on? I'm gonna send out in a little while. I'm gonna send it out to my subscribers, all of you. In your email, you get it, right? The file, the ex4 file, and then you copy it on your clipboard, right? And then you go and open up the data folder from file, data folder here, and then you go in MQL4 and then expert and drop it here, paste that here. So you see, I have it here, CTS alarm 1 ex4 file. That's what it is. And then you have to start your MT4 again. Once you start it again, then you can refresh your 5-minute chart, and on the 20-minute chart, you simply drag and drop. So I have it here, for example, CTS alarm 1, right? So we'll, just drag and drop like that. So what will happen is that this window will open up, right? So what the heck is that? Now this window has some different options here. For example, I add some other options like long, short, alarm, and distance. These are 4 things, right? Now, long and short, you understand that, long. If you don't want a short, for example, if you have a good news for euro, right? Or you have a good news for yen, for example. So the yen pair, it's supposed to be dropping here. So if you have a strong news for yen, and then you see, just like I said it in my today's webinar, that yen is gonna get strong and drop, and all yen pair will be dropping. But that may not happen today. Maybe tomorrow, right? Until the yen index makes a turn, that these pairs not gonna drop. But right now we have this. So if you're expecting this long, because you have reason to think that this pair will go to the upside, then you can make this short false, right? You have an option here, long, true and false. So make it false, and then even if it gives you like a setup like this, for example, it is going all the way up, retracement. Now there is a setup here, it's a short setup. You don't want to take it because the trend is up. It's going powerfully to the upside, so it will not be here. Means you're not supposed to take this setup. Only long one. So long one comes here. This one is false. This long one's here. This one is long here, down here. Now this long what happened is that it will, the idea is that if you take the entry here, it goes 20-25 pip in your favor, then we move the SL to break even, or maybe 5 pip risk or 10 pip risk. And if it comes down and hits your SL, then that's how you lose. Maybe or break even, maybe you're not going to lose anything, or maybe 5 pip, 10 pip. That's mean nothing, because once you have a long setup, like you take this one, you take this one and then you go all the way. How many pip, for example? From here to here, you have 127 pip, right? So, losing 5, 10 here, there, no big deal. That happen all the time. You're running a business, you're going to have overhead, electric bill, water bill, employee paycheck, all of that. You got to pay some expense. So these small SL hits are like expenses. These are big profits, and then you get to keep that, right? So, whoops, what did I do? Where am I? Okay, now, so when you get it in the email, put it here, and then, okay, all right. So these are the things. So long, short, you can turn it off, turn it on, which one you want, or both. If you don't understand, leave it both, right? Now, alarm is true, so that once the setup is there, it will start beeping. But a lot of people complain that it's always beeping and it's bothering, it's annoying, right? So you can just make it false, right? As long as if it is there, you will see a small message that the alarm is on. If you turn it off, you will see a small message that alarm is off, so that later on, once you turn it off, but you will go through all the charts and you see that if it says the alarm is off, even though the expert is here, but the alarm is off, then you have to come back and simply go and then make it true. The alarm will be on. Now, what is distance here? This distance is the distance between this red and yellow EMAs. If the distance is too much, for example, this one is okay. Now, I have 70 different pair moves differently, right? Some pair, if this distance is more than 50, they will retrace because the daily range is too small, right? You know that. I taught you that, what's the daily range and how to handle that. So different pairs. So you can choose which pair you want to trade and choose the distance accordingly. Let's say, for example, in this pair, if this distance is from here to here, right? I'm gonna turn it, put it on, right? Okay. All right. So you see the message came out that alarm is on and this is working. Now the distance I kept 70. So from here to the yellow, you see that it's almost 65. So what will happen is that it will beep here, and then you will take the trade. It will go up a little bit. You will move probably your SL from 25 to, let's say, maybe 15 pip. It will take you out, right? Or what you can do is that put this, let's say you go back here, properties, and then make it, let's say 50, right? You change it to 50. Now the distance, the alarm will beep if the distance is less than 50. So from here to here, the distance is 67. It's not gonna beep, right? Even this one here, you see that from here, that would be an entry point. The alarm should be beeping, but since it's 58, it's not, or 60, it's not gonna beep, right? But this one, or definitely, this is 10, 15 pip. Excuse me. Or this one here, it's a nice setup, but if you have it 50, this will beep, right? Because it's only 40, the distance. Distance is 40, alarm is true, alarm is on, this thing is on, you will have it beeping. You saw the window, it was beeping, right? And because I had it for 70 anyway, so just to show you. So it's a nice long setup, right? But the idea is that if you don't have strong news in Asian session, then I bypass the Asian session. I do not trade the Asian session most of the time. But if I have the reason, So today, I don't know, yen is going up, but I'm testing this alarm and there's a lot of things going on in my life right now. So I'm not gonna bother taking, even though if they go to the upside, they might, but I'm not gonna take it. I'm just gonna, continue with my testing. So I'm gonna send this alarm out to you guys. Put it on. If any problem or anything, just email me at myforexmagicweb@gmail.com, and I'll answer you as soon as possible. Okay. I hope you already got the recording I just sent out a little while ago. The recording of today's webinar and the sheet that tells you all the daily range. I'm gonna be updating that every week, but for 1 week, those numbers are good enough. All right. And also, I sent you the charts. Remember the 8-hour charts, all the setups, trade setups, the indexes and everything, US dollar index, yen index, and all that. Especially pay attention to Aussie index. That is going to bounce, and Euro Aussie and Pound Aussie going to drop. Okay. So this is it for now. Use this alarm, put it on your favorite pairs, and you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. It filters out the bad entries. Very, very good. Very good. Almost like 30% out. Right. So this is it, and talk to you guys later.